Emails between a Green Bay city alderman and a Muslim woman are getting social media attention tonight. It started with a woman's request for the city to provide free buses on Election Day, but the response that she got focused instead on her ties to a Muslim a Muslim student organization. Good evening, everyone, here on CW14 with the World Series over on Fox 11. The alderman is Chris Weary, and he's answering questions tonight and addressing criticism for that email conversation.
Now, the woman is the founder of the Muslim Student Association at UWGB, and Weary questioned her on whether she supports terrorist groups. The woman said that line of questioning was highly inappropriate. Fox 11's Alex Rinaldo brings us both sides tonight.
Hiba Mohammed says she emailed Green Bay Alderman Chris Weary about Election Day free buses as a way to help voters who have limited access to transportation.
To his credit, he did say he would look into the issue that I originally presented, but then he went on to ask me about my background.
Mohammed started the Muslim Students Association at UW Green Bay. She graduated last spring. Weary asked, for example, whether the campus group supports terrorist groups like Hamas.
A lot of it had to do with Sharia law and radical Islam.
Weary says when he received Mohammed's email, he remembered her name. He says he'd been wanting to ask those questions for a while.
Across the nation, there are some valid concerns, and that was my question. I wanted to clarify, why did you found this? You know, who are your members? What are your plans?
In my opinion, that was not the correct forum for conversation to start directing those questions.
Weary says he now understands Mohammed's feelings and agrees with her.
She left her phone number in there. I really should have just called her and said, hey, can we meet and talk about the group?
Which is what Weary says he decided to do.
I called Hiba up and we had a good conversation. I apologize that I melded the two together like that.
Since the emails hit social media, some have described Weary as anti-Islam. Weary told us that's not true, referring to his support of a proposed mosque in Green Bay a few years ago.
And I paid for that at the ballot box. People said they'd never vote for me again. So to say that I didn't have anything against Muslim, well, I certainly wouldn't have voted for a mosque.
Mohammed says she founded the student group to try to dispel any myths and rumors about Islam and local Muslims.
I think you'd be very hard-pressed to find anyone who agrees with Hamas or who believes in radical Sharia law. The terrorist organizations that I was asked about, they don't believe in real Islam, because if they did, they wouldn't be resorting to the violence that they are resorting to.
In Green Bay, Alex Rinaldo, Fox 11 News.
Weary says he also plans to meet with a UW Green Bay professor to discuss the Muslim Students Association, and he says he'll still be working on providing free city busing for Election Day.